She got to ask me, I feel sorry for you. No, I'm joking. Yeah. GEN.YAHANNA. And make sure you log into our classes. It should be, yeah. You make sure you log into our classes every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Monday, 7 to 9. Wednesday, 7 to 9. Thursday, 7 to 9. Monday, Monday history class. Wednesday, law class. And Thursday, scripture breakdown class. Make sure you log into those classes every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 9. 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5PW. Make sure you log into that. Also, contact the school and pay your tithes and donations. Also, Monday from 2 a.m. till 4. Make sure you log into the grill, or what's it called? Black Watch on YouTube. Make sure you watch that. If you can't stay awake, watch it the following day. Just type in Black Watch I.S.U.P.K. You can watch it the following day. So with that, if you get me the give me an article on Google about the ozone layer, about type in the ozone layer repaired or healing. Just type it in. So apparently, because of the whole lockdown thing now, no one ain't flying no more. No one ain't, driving around no more, taking taxis. Airplanes ain't in the sky, and the ozone layer started to heal itself. So we can go into that as well. Show you that also the ozone layer is in the Bible as well. The same ozone layer that the scientists are talking about. People say the Bible is not scientifically proven. It's not science. The ozone layer is in the Bible, man. But the problem is you go into church and they're banging a tambourine, they're singing and dancing, and not teaching you the facts, man. The Bible is science. You know, Mr. We're gonna get that as well. Any questions or comments? Type them in the chat and we'll answer them for you.
From the Independent.
Any should be okay though, yeah, Eddie. Do you think your phone, because there are too much tabs will mess you up? Do you think your phone, if anything? We're still live?
Yeah, still live.
Sure, check it out. Check for me. I think it's cut off,
Sure,
No, we're good.
Yeah, I do on my phone. All right, this is from the independent.co.uk. The ozone layer is healing.
So the ozone layer is healing. We're gonna find out why it's healing. You know what I mean? For years, for centuries, they've been talking about a hole being in the ozone layer due to our global warming and so forth. The ozone layer is damaged. There's more earthquakes, more natural disasters. The ozone layer is what protects the earth from the sun's rays. What's happened is because of what global warming and fossil fuel and gases and so forth, they've damaged the ozone layer. And because of that now, that's why you see earthquakes in certain places where there wouldn't be earthquakes. That's why you see certain animals extinct. That's why the Antarctica is too hot and the ice is melting, causing floods everywhere. That's why it's raining everywhere and so forth. More floods, more droughts because of the ozone layer. It's messing up the balance of the earth because, all this fossil fuel being used and so forth. But now it's healing. Why? Because there's no planes. You can't travel nowhere, man. You can't drive back and forth to work like you could do. And it took the coronavirus just for the earth to be fixed again, man. Keep reading.
The ozone has the potential to recover according to the new research. The heralds a rare success in the reversal of the environmental damage.
So remember, the whole COVID-19 it's a worldwide thing, man. It's not one country, it's not two countries, it's a worldwide thing, man. All countries are not taking flights how they used to, man. One or two, if that, man. A handful. When before they're taking millions, man. All countries are on lockdown. All countries ain't driving around and putting gas in the sky, man. And for that reason, the ozone layer can now heal itself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop that. Give me Genesis 1:1 real quick. Make sure that the ozone layer is also in the Bible, man. And looking at my whiteboard on me, I would have to work without that for now.
All right, Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
And again, you know what I mean? They don't understand this, man. You know what I mean? The word God, if you read this Bible in Hebrew, that word God there ain't the Almighty, man. It's not the other, man. The word God here means powers or angels, man. In the beginning, the angels made the heaven and the earth. God don't do nothing but give orders, man. God ain't going to come down himself and get to making stuff and get busy, man. He gave his angels the blueprint and they made it, man, with the orders of Christ. The Bible said Christ was here in the beginning. God himself didn't do anything. That word there is Elohim. It's not the Most High's name. And the Most High sent his angels out there, man. They created the heaven and the earth, the sky and the earth that you stand on. Keep reading.
And the earth was without form and void.
And the earth was without form and void. I mean, the work, you couldn't feel it. Like today, you got solid, liquid, and gas, man. It's the same substance, but what in different stages. Gas is water, but what? It's in a gas stage. You can put your hand through it, and that was the earth. All the elements were there, but it was void. It wasn't hard, man. At this time, the earth was there. It's like you buy a bike from Asda, and the bike's there. It's in the box, man. The pieces are all there. The wheels there. The frame's there, but it's not put together yet, man. It's not yet a bike. And that was the earth. Everything was there. The gases were there. The oil, the rocks were all there, but it wasn't put together yet. You put your hand through it, man. And the angels made it what you see today. At this stage, the earth is in the atom stage, man. All the atoms are there. And the angels took 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen, and made H2O, made water, man. You know what I mean? Got 2 oxygen atoms and made O2. That's what happened. At this stage, it's void, it's without form. Keep reading.
And darkness was upon the face of the deep.
It's a darkness on the face of the deep. What's that called? That's called space, man. Darkness. When you go out in space, it's just darkness, man. And why is it referring to space? It called the deep. What's deep? What kind of thing is deep, man? Water. It's referring to outer space as water, man. So darkness was everywhere. That's what you call space. At this time, the earth wasn't there. All it was, the atoms were there, and there's just space, man. There's darkness, and the Bible calls it the deep. It calls it water. Why? When you travel on water, what do you call it? A ship. When you're out there in space, what do you call it? A spaceship, man. It's the same thing. You can't walk in water. You can't walk out there in space, man. You drown in water. You drown in space also. You can't breathe in space. You can't breathe in water, man. That's what the Bible refers to space as the deep, as water. Keep reading.
And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters.
There you go. Called it waters again. This ain't H2O water, man. It's called in space water. Do you know when they designed the spaceship, they studied the submarine. The spaceship looks exactly like a submarine. Look at the helmet, man. You float out on the water. You float in space, man. You can't breathe in water. You can't breathe in space. You have a spaceship on the water. You have a spaceship in space. You have a ship on water, man. That's why it calls it the water. That's why it calls it the deep or the water. And these angels got working, started to move on the water, started to move on space, man. Started to make planets, started to make the earth, make the elements, make the trees, what you see today. Keep reading.
And God said, let there be light.
And God said, let there be light. Now you go to church, they say, yeah, okay, God said, let there be light. And boom, light popped up, man. It's not what it's saying, man. It's like me saying, listen, let there be a house right here. That means you're going to get building a house. Don't be in the house going to appear. It's like me saying, okay, you know what? Can someone, I want a new bathroom built. Meaning it's not going to pop up, but you know what I mean? I want it done. I am the angel said, let there be light, man. Right at this time, there was no light in space, it was darkness, man. And this light, what we're reading about, isn't the sun, man. It's a whole nother class, but we're getting to that another time. We're getting to the point. Keep reading.
And there was light, and God saw that the light, that it was good.
And the Elohim, they sat down. So this is good, man. Light looks good, man. We like it. Everything went according to how the blueprint of the Most High. The Most High gave him a blueprint and said, "Yep, we've done it perfect." And the light said that's good, or in Hebrew, Tawab. Keep reading.
And God divided the light from the darkness. Verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
And you hear that the evening and the morning was the first day. You know, today they tell you that what a new day is what 12 midnight, man. Nah, according to the Bible, evening is a new day. The day starts at evening, man. Let's read it here. You don't start in the morning. But again, the society we live in is what you call antichrist. You go to church and you're looking for an antichrist, thinking you're looking for a man. I mean, listen, we've been living in an antichrist society, man. Everything which is against the Bible, we live in it, man. We don't even know. I know Christians talking about, listen, man, this antichrist, man. I'm looking out for him, man. Listen, you've been living this whole antichrist life, man. This whole the air we breathe is antichrist, man. The Bible says it's body, it's love, man. The Bible says don't get tattoos. It's my body, man. The Bible says don't have abortion and say, well, it's a woman's right to choose, man. The Bible says you can't eat pork. Well, you know, I don't think God's gonna punish me because of my diet, man. All that is antichrist, man. The Bible says you can beat your kids, man. They said, nah, man. If we see any of that, we call it child services, man. We've been living in everything, man. The Bible says what? A day starts when it's dark. They say no, it starts when it's morning, man. Darkness was here first, man. It's a new day when it's dark again. That's what makes it new. Darkness was here first. It's light, then back to darkness again. That's one day, man. That makes sense. How is it a new day at midnight, man? It's dark at midnight. It's dark at 11:59 and it's dark at 12. What's new about that, man? How is it a new year in January? It was getting dark at what, 5 o'clock in December, and it's getting dark at 5 o'clock in January, man. It was cold in December. It's cold in January, man. According to the Bible, springtime is a new year, man. That's when things spring out the earth, man. That's when things start growing again. Everything that's new, that sounds like a new year to me. Everything was dead and cold in December. Now in April, March, things are coming out the ground again, man. Everything's alive again. The weather's changing. That's a new year to me. That's something new, man. How you gonna have the same shoes and say, yeah, these are brand new shoes, man? And you wearing them yesterday, like they ain't brand new, man. But again, that's how a new day comes. Night first. Keep it in.
And God said, let there be a firmament.
Let there be a what?
A firmament.
And look at a word up. I can't do it. I can do it now, but for time's sake, a firmament is a dome. Let there be a firmament. Let there be a dome. You done?
In the midst of the waters.
So in the middle of the waters. So you got. I keep reading. Sorry, don't get ahead of myself. Go on.
And let it divide thee were waters from the waters.
Okay, so you got space, waters. Then you got the earth, which is also known as the waters, and the firmament divides the water from outer space from the water in space. The oxygen you breathe is. If you don't believe me, if you don't believe that there's water in the atmosphere, yeah, buy yourself a freezer. Don't put no water in there. Turn it on, and when you open that freezer, what's in that freezer? Ice. You know why? Because you've frozen the water in the air, man. You froze the water in the air, and the Lord made a firmament to divide the water outside of space, which what you call outside the earth, which is called space, from the water in the earth, which is called what? Oxygen.
That's right.
That firmament is called the ozone layer, man. That's in the Bible. You would never learn that in church. Ever learn it in church, man. Only here at the I.S.U.P.K. And that same firmament has been destroyed, man. Why? Because the people that are supposed to rule, the people that are supposed to be in charge are too busy getting drunk, man. Too busy getting high, man. Too busy, man. Too busy, not wanting to come into the truth. Yeah, listen, I'm trying to be a rapper right now. I'm grinding to get this rap deal, man. Too busy trying to, I'm playing FIFA. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be the biggest trap star and blah blah blah. And for that reason now, people that don't know how to rule the earth, people that don't know the Bible, they're in charge, man. And for that reason, there's earthquake everywhere, man. For that reason, there's corona running around crazy, man. Because people want to eat bats. Everyone, the whole world's upside down because the people that are supposed to be reading the Bible are not reading it, man, not teaching it, man.
On the waters, and God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under.
There you go.
The firmament.
And what's the water under the firmament? The atmosphere, man. There's water in the atmosphere, oxygen in the atmosphere, man. If you don't believe me, buy a freezer. Everyone knows when you put water in the freezer, it turns to ice. Listen, you could put no water in the freezer, and you can still find ice, man. How much times are the one where when you cut the freezer, you got to scrape off the corners because they won't shut. That's water right there, man. You can melt. That same ice, you can melt, drink it. Now, where did that water come from? Did anyone put water around their freezer? No one did, man. It comes from the water under the firmament, under the ozone layer, man. That's what we breathe. Keep it in.
From the waters which were above the firmament.
Which is space. You can't breathe in space. We done?
And it was so.
And it was so. And that was in the Bible. And over the years, they've destroyed that, man. They've destroyed that firmament, man. That's why white people get skin cancer as much as they can. If white people had any sense, they'll love the firmament, man. They'll stop flying these planes and shooting missiles out into space, destroying it, man. And maybe they won't get skin cancer as much, man. Maybe the ozone layer will stop them from them. That's what it's there for. It's to help the plants. That's what it's there for. It's to help the plants. You know what I mean? Man's well, not black people's skin, we're fine, man, but other nations' skin, man, from burning to death, man, from frying. You ever been in Spain, you see them on the beach just frying like bacon, like looking like oof. It's like, it looks like you get too close, you can smell it like it's roasted, man. If they had any sense, they would love the ozone layer, man. That should be destroying any ozone layer, man. The ozone layer is there for you. It's the ozone layer is trying to protect you, man. You wanna destroy that. Anyway, drop that. Give me 2nd Chronicles. Oh man, where's it at? 1 second. 36.
Yeah, 2nd Chronicles 36 and
21.
2nd Chronicles 36 and 21, to fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah.
It was go one.
Okay.
What is it? 36.
Yeah, 2nd Chronicles 36 and 21. Start from verse 20.
You know I'm going with it now?
No.
No, sir. 20. Go on, hit me. 20. So I'm gonna break it down. There's a time in history where we would not follow the Most High, and as blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we got a law, and one of our laws is that we must work the earth for 7 years and then let it rest. That's what we must do. It's a law that we must do. Captain Mashak did a science class about it. How when you let the earth rest, it'll produce double next time. You don't, work the earth to death, man. And we didn't do it. We didn't do it for years upon years upon years. What the Most High did, he calculated all them years up, man. Calculated all them years up and then put us in captivity. And for the years that we didn't let the earth rest, we was in captivity. And while I was in captivity, that earth could rest. That's where we're at right now. Keep reading.
2nd Chronicles 36 and 20, and them that had escaped from the sword.
So the Babylonians came, killed us, killed blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, and them that escaped from the sword, meaning them that didn't die, them that weren't killed. We done?
Carried he away to Babylon.
And them that didn't die, they were taken into slavery. Keep reading.
Where they were servants.
And that's what happens. So that's what happens to all captives, man. Captives of war become servants, man. If you don't, even in World War I and II, if you didn't die, you're taken to prison, man. From there, you become a servant. You know what I mean? You become what? God knows, man. If you're a woman, you damn like to get raped. You know what I mean? If you look, even in Iraq, British soldiers just rape Iraqi women. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. And I don't know who want an Iraqi woman, but they do that, man. And if you're a man, God knows, manual labor, stuff like that, locked up in prison. And that's what happened to us in this time of history. We done?
To him and his sons until the reign of the kingdom of Persia.
And we were taking it into Babylon until the Persians took over. That was a long time, about 30, 50 years, you say? About 50 years, man. Keep it in.
To fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah, until the land had enjoyed her Sabbath.
There you go, man. We was taken into captivity until the land could enjoy a Sabbath, man. Till the land could rest again. And that's what happened today, man. They've been destroying the ozone layer so bad the Lord had to give them corona, man. Why? So the ozone layer can heal again. Had to do it, man. Why they'll keep destroying the ozone layer? So the Lord had to give them this coronavirus, man. Had to lock down all countries, man. So why they can't fly no more? So everyone could be inside it. Everyone can't drive their cars no more, man. And guess what now? The ozone layer can rest, man. It can finally heal again, man. This ain't nothing new. What we're reading, all's happening in the Bible, man. That's how the Lord works. Keep reading.
Sabbath, for as long as she lay desolate.
And as long as she lay desolate, as long as no one was tilling the land, planting the land, cropping and digging in it. We done?
She kept Sabbath to fulfill 70 years.
And that's how long the earth rested for, man. And guess what? The Lord's doing the same thing again. The Lord had to put this thing out there. So why? The ozone layer could heal, man. Hadn't this happened, now the ozone layer would have been destroyed, man. There would have been more skin cancer, more natural disasters. That they say the rays thanks to global warming, the rays of the sun can get in the earth but can't bounce back out, man. So it's in the earth, it's getting hot. And that's why polar bears and pandas and everything are drowning to death, man. All the ice in Antarctica is melting. All these earthquakes and volcanoes are bubbling up, man. And this had to happen so everything can get put back to normal again, man. Anyway, drop any question before I move to my topic. Oh, man. What's this letter saying? No, chatting. Oh, let me. Oh, no. Is it worth it or nah? All right, no sweat. Drop that. Give me Leviticus 11:1.
Leviticus 11:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron and said, speak unto the children of Israel.
There goes that word again, man. Children of Israel. Didn't say everybody, didn't say the whole world, didn't say all nations are equal and my word goes to everybody and he got the whole world in his hands. What's in Christian songs? Everyone's equal and yada yada yada. The Bible saying Moses is only speaking to the children of Israel, man. One race of people. Call it what you want, call it race. That's the Bible, man. Moses is speaking to one race of people. In 2020, they'll call it racism. In 2020, they'll call it what? Discriminative and separating and segregation. But it's the Bible, man. That's what it is, man. And Moses is only speaking to the children of Israel, which so happen to be black people, Hispanic people, Native Indians, man. Keep reading.
These are the beasts which ye shall eat.
I said, these are the beasts that you shall eat. A beast is something that roams. A beast is a four-legged animal that roams on the land. Saying, guess what, black man? With your life, there's things you can eat and things you can't eat, man. And the God said, these are the beasts that you can eat. There's things that you can eat and the things you can't eat, man. There's people you can love and people you can't love. A woman you can have sex with, a woman you can't have sex with. How to treat people, how not treat people. There's rules to our life, but we've been taught do what you want, and doing what we want has got us in the ghetto. Doing what we want has put us in prison. Doing what we want got our women whores and running around and can't tell their head from their shoe, man. We have rules that we must live by, and because we don't follow these rules, that's why we're number one in AIDS, number one in diabetes, number one in prison. How is black people 4% in England, but number one in every disease, man? White people eat pork more than black people do, but why are black men number one in diabetes, man? Someone tell me. You know why? Because God said you can't eat pork, man. So when you eat pork, it's personal. White men are homosexuals more than you are, man. You're only 4%, man. So why do you get the AIDS, man? Why are you number one in AIDS? How is the people 4% in the country number one in every disease, man? The gout, high blood pressure. Every black man's granny got high blood pressure and diabetes, man. Meanwhile, the white woman, the granny, she be eating what? Bacon for breakfast every morning, man. As a child, yeah, she ain't got high blood pressure, man. She ain't got diabetes, man. I used to work in a GP surgery, and every black person coming there come for a diabetes appointment, a diabetes checkup, man. All of them do. You know why? Because we're breaking the laws of God, and when you break the laws of God, black man's different, man. It's personal, man. It's personal. A white man becomes a criminal. He becomes successful, man. You become a criminal, you end up in jail, man. You know why? That life ain't for you, man. The mafia were criminals. What are they? Good fellas. You're a criminal. What are you? Boys in the hood. You end up behind bars. They become criminals. They become rich and successful. And they don't end up in jail. You become a criminal. You end up behind bars and dead, man. Keep reading. The reason why that is because there's rules that you gotta keep. You can't do what you see them doing. Keep reading.
Shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
And there's things that you can't eat amongst the beasts, man. For time's sake, the beasts that you can't eat, like lamb, mutton, things that with a split hoof and chew the cud, man. Cows, you can eat beef, man. You know what I mean? You can eat beef. So there's a nut one time that said he wants to become a Nazarite vow, and for that reason he can't eat cows. Like, what? You can't eat cow? Nah, I'm a Nazarite. Like, you can't eat cow, man. And he goes, nah, because Anthony B had a tune talking about the Nazarite vow and can't eat the pork or the cows. Like, oh man, really? That's listening to you. This a regular artist is who directs your life. I said, come on, man. The last man we listen to is a Rasta man. Come on, man. Rasta man ain't got a clue. All these, sorry, carry on, keep reading, man.
Whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
So anything that's cloven-footed, split hoof, and chews a cud, that can you eat. What chews a cud? Chewing the cud is like what? Grass and a split hoof. It must have them. Those are the two requirements that it needs. So a pig has a split hoof, but it don't chew the cud. A camel chews a cud, but don't have a split hoof. A camel has toes. So them two things you can't eat. But what? Ram soup, lamb chops, goat. What else? Oxtail, even giraffe you can eat. Deer, those things are clean. Those things you can eat in the Bible, man. But there's things like pig, man, camel. What else? Octopus, bats. Those things you can't eat, man. Give me verse 19.
Verse 19. And the stork.
And the stork. Now, these are the birds that you can't eat. Also, you can't eat a stork, man. A stork is that long-legged bird with the marga legs and the long beak. You can't eat that, man. You see the buttercup stork. You see a picture of a stork on there. You can't eat that. Chicken you can eat, man. What other bird can you eat? Pigeon you can eat as well. Dove you can eat as well. I wouldn't want it myself, but you can eat that. Keep reading.
And the heron.
And the heron's another type of stork. Keep reading.
After
her kind, because the different types of them birds. So in case anyone wants to get smart, yeah, but I didn't eat the stork though. It's like saying I didn't eat the duck, I ate the swan. You get me? So the Lord's saying the duck after her kind, the heron after her kind, meaning any type of that family you can't eat. Keep reading.
And the lapwing and the bat.
And the what?
And the bat.
And the bat you can't eat, man. And in Wuhan, China, in the wet markets, they were eating bats, man. They was getting away with it for years and years and years, and finally the Lord got them. And all the conspiracy people saying, nah, it's not the bats, man. Listen, Chinese man been eating bats for years, so how come all of a sudden, it breaks out with a disease now? Come on, man, it ain't the case. Listen, man, just because it took years, don't mean that ain't the case, man. That is the case. We're gonna get into it, man. First, give me Ecclesiasticus 8 and 11. It is the case, man. The Lord said you can't do it, man. And for too long, for years, they've been eating these stuff, and the Lord got them. The common food that we have today, how did it start, man? Because people wanted to eat pigs. And 500 years ago, everyone was feeling the same way. Oh my God, what we're gonna do? This flu's around. We can't beat it. What we're gonna do? And now science, I found a way to give you flu jabs, man. And now guess what? We got another flu. And 100 years from now, what's it called? Corona's gonna be, we got a vaccine. It's nothing now, man. But at this time, it was killing people, just like the flu back in the day. The common flu that we have today, the influenza, people's dying, dropping like flies, and no one could control it, man. And that came from eating pigs, man. Look at research, it came from eating pigs. The Spanish flu came from eating pigs, man. And no one wanted to listen. I was like, I'm still gonna eat bacon, man. I'm still gonna eat my pork chops, man. And it's like no one listens to the Lord. Got to kill more people, man. Friday, 400 people died in England in one day. The clock that spun around twice and 400 people dead. The next day, 500. The next day, 6, man. And now it's back down to 4. But we're gonna see what the Lord's doing, man. Read that for me.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
Ecclesiastes cost the Apocrypha, like, yeah. Yeah. 8 and 11, yeah.
Ecclesiasticus 8 and 11.
Come on.
Rise not up in anger.
Is that the one? 8:11.
I think Ecclesiastes about sin against what?
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 8:11. Slack. Yeah, sorry about that.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because a sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
So the Bible said because a sentence ain't executed quickly, speedily. Sentence is like the judgment, like when you get sentenced to death or sentenced to parole or sentenced for an ASBO or 5 years behind bars. Because the judgment don't come straight away, because they don't eat one bat and get corona, because they've been doing it for years. Chinese people are known for eating, Chinese people eat anything with legs apart from the table legs. Chinese people eat anything that moves. Well, it can't be that, because they've been doing that for years, man. Because judgment don't come upon them quickly, because the drug dealer don't get locked up the first time he sells drugs, because a whore don't get AIDS the first time she cheats on their man, because a man don't get locked up the first time he kills somebody, because judgment don't happen straight away. We done? Therefore, so because people don't get punished straight away, this is what people do. We done?
The heart of the Son of Men.
And the minds of the Son of Men. Who's the Son of Men? The other nations, man. The Chinese, the Arabs, the Africans, the Philippines, so forth. The hearts, the minds of the Son of Men. We done?
Is fully set in them to do evil.
And because they don't get punished straight away, their mind set to do evil. They think, well, I didn't get locked up for selling drugs, so I'm gonna keep selling drugs, man. Listen, I've been doing this for 20. Every time a drug man tries to tell you sell drugs, and you say you shouldn't be doing that, what did they always say, man? Chill, man. I'm doing this for years, man. They ain't looking to change. They ain't planning on changing. Their mindset to do evil is set. Cause why? They ain't been punished yet, man. Keep reading, talk here.
Nah, it's heavy you say that because a lot of those black videos you see, all of them that get locked up, they all say, I didn't think it would be me. I thought, I was doing it so well. And what happened to the last drug dealer happened to them?
It always happens, man. There's mindset to the evil. They thought, well, the Bible says you can't eat bat, but we've been eating bats, man. We've been eating the what's the bat and what was it? Two animals were eating that caused corona. Was it aardvark or something like that? But anyway, that is why corona happened, man. For bats, man. Get me bushmeat on the Wikipedia real quick. It wasn't 5G. It was simple as that. But the problem is conspiracy theorists don't like the Bible, man. Conspiracy theorists think the Bible's an old book and it's not exciting. People like the whole, the 5G and the back of a £20 note, the radio. Wait, listen. The simple thing is this. It's simple as this. If you don't follow the Lord, you will die, man. If you eat what you want, you get coronavirus, man. If you do what you want to do, you will die, man. Listen, it's a scientific fact that eating bats gives you coronavirus, man. This is you can look it up. This is in the Wikipedia. Look at the word bushmeat, man. Bushmeat is stuff that you find in the safari, like monkeys, chimpanzees, lions. Like what we eat come from farms, chicken. What else? Goats and lambs. Bushmeat is the opposite, things that you find in the safari, like bats and so forth. And this is what happens when you eat bushmeat. It's a fact, man. Before this whole corona thing was a big thing, this was in there. It's a fact that this strain of coronavirus, the new one, but coronavirus has always been about, man. And it's been known that you get coronavirus from eating bushmeat, man. And bats is a term of bushmeat, the form of bushmeat, Salakia. Read that for me out.
You want the point about what bushmeat?
Come on.
All right, but bushmeat provide an increase of the transmission of zoonotic viruses.
So bushmeat carries zoonotic viruses. Zoo just means animals. Like they go to a zoo for animals. A zoologist is someone that studies animals. So it causes diseases that come from animals. Bushmeat does that. Eating monkeys, eating cheetahs, and what else is in there? Lions and bears and so forth, man. It's known for this. So why is it hard to believe that coronavirus comes from people eating bats, man? Comes from people disobeying God, man. Sinners end up dead. That's what happens, man. Why is it hard to believe? Why is it hard to believe that everyone getting eating bats got coronavirus, man? Why is it hard to believe? God don't ever flap, man. If God said that you disobey me, you're gonna die. You will die, man. Simple as that, man. It happens. People that eat pork get high blood pressure, man. Get tapeworms, get gout, man. It happens, man. And if you don't have it, then guess what? The Lord is merciful on you, man. People that eat pork get heart problems. Every time anyone goes to the doctor with heart disease, what's the first thing he says? Lay off the pork, man. First thing he says is lay off the pork. You're not supposed to be eating, man. It's not edible, man. Certain things you can't eat, and bushmeat is one of them. Keep reading.
From animal hosts to humans.
And from animal hosts to humans. See, other animals can eat it, man. It's fine for them. It makes them strong. It's actually good for them. There's something about coronavirus in a bat that makes it live, man. But when it mixes with human DNA, it don't work, man. It don't work good. There's something about pork, man. Pigs can eat whatever they want, man. Pigs don't have a sweat glands. And for some reason, when a snake bites a pig, it don't get poisoned, man. When it bites you, your blood clogs up and you die, man. It's how the Lord created things, man. And guess what? Humans weren't created to eat bats, man. Weren't created to eat pig, man. And God knew this, and that's why he gave us the law, man. He gave us this real science. This is real science, man. A book that everyone needs to be understanding, man. Keep it in.
Such as Ebola virus.
Such as Ebola virus. Eating bushmeat will give you Ebola, man. That's a fact. It wasn't no one likes the truth ain't exciting, you see. The truth ain't exciting, the truth is boring. You eat, bushmeat, you get Ebola. I don't like that one. I like this one better. I like this one. The government's injecting people with Ebola, man. Have you never noticed why Ebola was only in Africa? Why was it Ebola in England? Because no bushmeat in England. There's no lions in England. There's no gorillas in England. I don't think the white man was over there injecting them. I think they was eating bushmeat, man. And you can Google it, man. You can YouTube it, man. They eat bushmeat. It's not me being hateful. It's not me lying to you. They eat bushmeat. It's what they do in some of their cultures, man. Some of them have been colonized, they got suits and ties and they eat fish and chips. But a lot of them in the bush eat bushmeat, man. And that's where Ebola came from. It didn't come from no experiment. It come from them eating bushmeat, man. and you can't do what you want, the Lord got judgments, man. If you can play the Lord, if the Lord tells you to eat one thing, you eat something else, and you're gonna get away with it. He'll make sure you get punished, man. Keep reading. HIV, man. There you go. Another one, man. Knows a conspiracy they're injecting with HIV. Listen, man. You know what I mean? Why do you think again? Why do you think it started in Africa, man? Why didn't it start nowhere else? Because other countries don't have bushmeat like Africa does, man. Africa's got one of the biggest safaris in the world, man. And they're eating that bushmeat, man. Look it up, man. Some of them Watusi, Wazandai tribes. They actually chase off lions, man, and eat the lion's prey, man. That's how they eat, man. And for that reason, they get the coronavirus, man. For that reason, they get the HIV, they get the Ebola, man. Keep reading.
And various species of the coronavirus.
And they get corona too, man. There you go. There you go. The only problem with Ebola happening in certain parts of Africa. And guess what? In certain parts of Africa, people ain't traveling back and forth, man. They ain't even trade with major countries. That's why it stayed in Africa and died in Africa, man. But in China now, China sells all them fakes across the globe, man. China sells all them JVC, DVDs, Sony, Enterprises. So that's why it's global, man. People travel back and forth to China and Wuhan and Shanghai all the time, man. That's why it went global, man. The same thing happened in Africa. The only difference is no one really goes to Africa, so it kind of died out, man. It's the same disease, man. And it happens from breaking the laws of God, man. Give me the 5G video real quick, man, because we're going to get to this real quick. Give me the 5G video about the tree. About the tree. Probably YouTube it, you know. It's on YouTube. Try that one, man. Just and now everybody's burning down posts. You know, yo, damn near you can get locked up for that, man. That's arsonist, man. That's arsonist, man. Black man, don't even burn down no posts, man. Even if that was the case, you burn down one pole, it's not gonna do anything, man. So it's ridiculous. Ain't no radio waves causing this, man. It's a viral disease. Listen, radiation causes cancer, man. Cause cancer, man. The symptoms of coronavirus are cough and a flu and a fever. All right, fair enough. Radiation poisoning does give people a fever, man. Don't give a cough though. It gives you a fever. It's not the same thing, man. Coronavirus don't kill children. It doesn't kill children, man. A certain amount of children have died, but coronavirus doesn't really kill children. It kills the elderly, man. Radiation kills children first, man. It's harmful to children. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Radiation is not contagious. If the symptoms are the same, but it's not contagious. Meaning, even though the symptoms are the same as a fever, you can't catch off somebody. Like I can have a stomach ache because I got a stomach bug. That's contagious. If you get too close to me, you can get that stomach bug. I can have the same stomach bug from eating some out-of-date food, man. You can't catch that. That you can't catch. So the fever from radiation, you can't catch. But the fever from a contagious disease like coronavirus, you can catch, man. So why is it spreading? Why are we even isolating people, man? If it was from radiation, the whole world couldn't catch it. It wouldn't spread from China to this country to that country, man. But we're gonna get there, man. Play that for me. Hit the thing. Just put the camera in there if you can. When you can, just take time, all right? You not share it or now?
Nah.
All right, no sweat. So this is a video of a 5G pole next to a tree. And when this man breaks it down, you're gonna be thinking, wow, it's deep, man. I knew it was that 5G, and I knew the I.S.U.P.K was wrong, man. I knew it, man. We'll see. Color what card? Volume. Okay, so as you can see, a tree, yeah? And the bark's missing. On one side of the tree, the bark's missing. And the other side of the tree, the bark is fine. One side of the tree, there's leaves on there. Nice and green. And the other side of the tree, there's no leaves, man. Everything's gone. And this is why this man thinks. Why? because the 5G pole's next to it, man. See, so the 5G pole on the left side of the tree, and the left side of the tree is disturbed and destroyed. Now the right side, there's no 5G pole there, and the tree is fine on the right side, man. Now, what's the problem with that? Now this sounds good on the surface, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Anyone lying when they tell me how this is garbage, please? Give you 5 minutes. So the 5G poles on the left side of the tree, and the left side of the tree is destroyed. It's not on the right side, and the right side is fine. So people look at it and go, raw. This 5G, look, imagine what that's doing to your brain. If you do it to a tree, imagine what's doing to your brain. This is deep, man. So now what's the problem with this? Let me check Facebook real quick. You can drop the whole video if you want, actually. So to what? Right, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. When answer for me.
The problem is radiation doesn't have the ability to literally burn the bar.
That's true. But with their own logic, why is that garbage, man? If 5G can only destroy half a tree, then I don't want 5G, man. Come on, really. If 5G can only destroy 5G, the tree is what 30 centimeters thick, man. And you're telling me the 5G is meant to transmit for miles, man. Transmit for miles upon miles upon miles. Would you have Wi-Fi in your house that can't go through one room to another room, that can't go through the wall? So you mean tell me your Wi-Fi in your house can supply Wi-Fi to your whole house through the brick walls? A wall's what? How long? Half a meter thick?
No, about 6 inches.
6 inches thick, and the Wi-Fi can do it. The Wi-Fi can go through the floorboards. Sometimes I'm outside my house and I'm still attached to the Wi-Fi, man. And this 5G internet, man, up in the sky, big, man, to transmit radiation for the whole of England, so people can get a good connection, man. Can only go through half a meter of a tree, man. You know why? Because it's garbage, but it's not true, man. That's right. It's not true. I know people think, wow, it's on the left side, and the left side destroyed. That's deep, man. That's deep, man. How am I meant to get 5G from the other side of Birmingham, man? If the signal can't go through a damn tree, man. If that was the case, the whole tree should be destroyed, man. The whole tree should be destroyed and have no leaves and destroyed to the ground, man. Just half. You know why? Because this is fake news, man. It's fake. It's not real. It's fake. I know it sounds deep. Oh, yo, that was deep, man. I'm onto something. I'm sharing that, man. Listen, it's garbage, man. It's not 5G. It's not 5G. It's not destroying the tree, man. God knows what the reason is. I don't know. I don't know if the tree was planted there. I don't know whatever, man. I don't know what their plan is, what the conspiracy theories is, but it's not 5G, man. 5G is the problem, man. There's 5G poles next door to houses. Why ain't the wallpaper peeling? Why ain't the brick peeling, man? 5G, if 5G can't go through a tree, I don't want it, man. It's no good, man. I don't know why we're wasting all this money. If 5G can only go through half a tree, then I don't want it. How can 5G be so close to the tree and only go through half of it, man? But yeah, I can be past the tree and it gives me nice, clear signal. You know why? Because 5G ain't the reason why this tree is destroyed, man. It's like the other one.
Nah, it's weird because a lot of people that say these things, they don't do engineering at all. They don't know how signals even work. And to believe that just shows how much they really don't know.
Listen, everybody wants to be entertained. Listen, conspiracy theories ain't new, man. Nobody likes the truth. The truth is boring. Follow God and live. Disobey God and die. Nah, man. I want to hear about this 5G thing, man. You think this is new? 10 years ago, what was it all about? Nah, George Bush blew down the Twin Towers, man. Actually, before that, it was what was it? The HARP system. You know what I mean? These earthquakes ain't natural. The white man got a HARP system and she shoots lasers in the atmosphere and it causes these earthquakes, man. Before that, it was what other one? Nah, see, Elvis Presley's still alive, man. Before that, it was what? No, Suge Knight killed Tupac. No, Tupac's still alive. What else? Tupac's in Cuba with his auntie, man. Listen, there's always been conspiracy theorists, man. And they're all lies, man. It's all ridiculous. All people that don't want to follow God, that want to feel deep, they do this, man. Black man, if you want to be deep, you gotta come to the Bible, man. Right. This is the real knowledge. This is the real history, the real knowledge. You know what I mean? You want to think towers because they want to control you, man. What's the other one? Yeah, because you know what I mean? The government trying to keep the population down, man. How much people is expected to die worldwide of the coronavirus? No. 1 million, man. That's some deep population control. You know, people in the earth, over 1 billion people, and 1 million people worldwide is expected to die. That don't sound like population control to me. If that's population control, then they ain't doing a good job, man. You know, a couple billion people on the face of the earth, and just 1 million people. England alone has 90 million people, man. In a small island called England, man. Globally, how much people have on this earth, and only 1 million people is expected to die worldwide, man. That's population control. Then they're doing a terrible job, man. Listen, it's not population control. It's people disobeying God, man, and God wiping them out, man. That don't sound like population control means that get the earth down to what a controllable amount of number. If I'm making any sense, 1 million people dying worldwide. That's not it, man. That's terrible. It's all in your head, man. You're making it up, man. You conspiracy theories, all that Alex Jones and blah blah blah. It's all garbage, man. And the wickedest thing is you're forgetting the point, man. The point is to serve God, man. You think you're deep, reading all these books and all these sites, man. And what you should be doing is not eating back, man. What you should be doing is not being a drug dealer no more, man. The people are saying this is deep. Look, the 20 pound note, man. Yes, deep, man. Yeah, man. And as they're saying it, they're smoking a big zoot, man. As they're saying it, they're about to go, that same 20 pound note, they're about to go buy a prostitute, man, and go about to get AIDS, man. What you need to do, black man, is follow these laws, man. Stop being sidetracked and distracted about all this nonsense. What you need to do is focus on is getting your life together, man. Give me the 20 pound note one real quick, man. Oh boy. Yeah. So this is another one now. So in England now, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Corona is a worldwide thing, but for some reason they're saying when England, Corona worldwide, mind you, started in China. For some reason, it's about the pound, the British pound. So they're giving you a hint on the pound, man. The 20 pound note just got released, and look, they're telling you what they're doing in the 20 pound note. Let's get it, man. So this is a 20 pound note. In America, you got dollars. In China, you got the yen. And you know, Jamaica, the Jamaican dollar, and in Trinidad and Tobago got the TNT. In England, we got the pound. In England, we got a new 20 pound note. It's plastic, so it can't rip. Also, you can have it in your jeans, and you know, if it accidentally goes in the washing machine, it don't get damaged. And it got released in February. So conspiracy theories here to come again now. So they're saying this here is a 5G, man, and this around it here, that's the signal. That's the signal's letting off, and then this up here is the germ symbol. So see they're telling you that coronavirus is going to hit, man. Play that for me if you could, please, the other one. Woo! Pause that. So this man, if you have to drop it us, man, it starts off with, yo, who got ears to hear? He was eyes to see. Hitting us with revelation. That's a revelation lines right there, man. So everybody that don't want to follow God want to feel deep, man. So they're all in. They're locked in, man. They're watching this now, man. And you're gonna listen to a man who probably, come on, man, probably eats pork and does this, and you know, don't look after his children. There's all types of nonsense, man. I think he's a prophet, man. But the real prophets are in the I.S.U.P.K, man. But let's see. This man gonna sound. I know this sounds so deep. It's gonna blow your minds away. Listen, a lot of people are gonna leave the I.S.U.P.K after hearing this video. They're gonna think, I knew them brothers were wrong, man. I knew the conspiracy was right, man. Because his brother's about to drop it. And you listen, yeah? You ready? Drop it.
No, that is the towers then that's emitting the radiation waves that's making people sick. Well, they're not hiding it from you.
They're not hiding it from me. It's in plain sight. It's saying, woo.
Check out the 20 pound note. Tell me, is that not a tower?
Ooh.
Rings around the tower, are those not the emissions?
So that's the tower. And the rings around it is the emissions. And above the tower, the germs. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, in circles. What's about it? Isn't that a coronavirus?
Ooh, so everyone come up, but everyone's like, listen, everyone's gonna think, yo, this man's deep. This man has broke it down. All right, drop that now, yeah. Okay. So since we're going on money, everyone believes that now, yeah. Everyone believes that. Everyone believes the money. The money. Look at the money. They're telling you in plain sight, man. So since we listen to conspiracy theories and money, then let's listen to this one as well. Type in the new US nickel. No, quarter. Yeah, we gotta see this. You type in US quarter. Google. So US quarter. US quarter back. Yeah, there you go. Second one. So since we look at our money, England got a new £20 note, and all the conspiracy theorists, look at that. That's right. That's right. So let's look at some new US money then. And let's see if this is right then. Why must the 5G tower be right? Why can't this be right, man? And look at that. Where's that? We always say 20 what? Go back.
All right. In 2020, you could have
In 2020? We're in 2020 right now. This is new money also, man. And what's on this nickel right here, man? The picture of a bat. But nobody wants to hear that, though. If we're following money and what caused coronavirus by conspiracy, then why is the £20 note real, man? £20 note's real. Look, it's too coincidental. The germ on top, the signal, and the tower, and coronavirus is crazy, man. But listen, the Bible says the scientists say coronavirus started with bats, man. And an American one, the bat right here. Why don't no one follow this, man? Since we look at conspiracy theory and money, why don't we follow this? I'm gonna tell you why. Because nobody wants to see the truth, man. The truth ain't interesting, man. We're talking about money here. We're talking about money and conspiracy. And look, we're putting it in plain sight. You're right, man. Plain sight right here. It's a bat, man. Bats cause coronavirus, but nobody wants to hear that, man. Go the same man that made this video. If I was showing a nickel, I say, but what about this? This nickel saying that the bats made it, man. No, I don't like that one, man. No one likes the truth, man. No one likes the fact that God said, if you break my commandments, I'll kill you, man. That can't be true. No, it got to be the white man. Giving the white man God's glory, man. Why no one play? Otherwise, it's not money. It's not a conspiracy too. What's on the back of that, man? A Batman in 2020? In 2020, look, this note just got released, but this quarter just got released too, man. Just got released also, man. The £20 note's money, ain't this money too? Coronavirus started by bats, man. You say it's made by the 5G towers. Which one should we believe then? Which conspiracy should we believe? I believe what God said, man. And God said bats did it, man. The scientists said that bats did it, man. That's what I believe, man. This conspiracy theorist, man. Give me JMW Turner real quick. I don't feel saying no. MW Turner. So could he come into the back thing real quick? Could they?
I believe so. Why? Anyone said they can't?
Sister, because she couldn't hear it. But no sweat. So JM Turner, yeah. JM Turner was a painter who they put on the new £20 note. So when they read into his life a little bit, this is JMW Turner. This is the man who they put on the new £20 note, the same £20 note with the tower on there and the emissions and the germ and ooh, shaking, man. Let's read about this, man.
All right. We got JMW Turner.
So what England likes to get some of their greatest people and put on their money, in commemoration, which a lot of people do, man. Like you go to Jamaica, you see people like Marcus Garvey on money, you see Nanny Maroon on the money, you see Norman Manley, who else? Marcus Garvey, Nanny Maroon, people that made Jamaica what it is. And England did the same thing. £10 note had Charles Darwin on there, the Queen, people that made England what it is today. So a famous man that used to do painting, known for his art, and that's who they put on the new £20 note. His name is JMW Turner. Read about him.
He was an English romantic painter.
So this man was an English romantic painter. He made the paintings that people see in what's it called, the art gallery. Like, oh, that's nice. Look at that, man. The colors are nice. This man was known for doing just that. We done?
Printmaker, and they were watercolorist.
So this man's from London, and he's known for what? Painting and doing the nice paint. Paintings that black people look at. I'm like, I'm seeing nothing in there. But white people love will pay money and so forth. That's what this man was, and he was good at it. Hence why they put him on the back of the £20 notes. Scroll down a little bit. Give me biography, a bit of his biography. Go on. Is that the one? 1 second. What's my full biography?
Yeah, about London.
No, 1 second. Wait. I got it. I'm sorry, I got it written down. Yeah, his biography. Try biography for me. So read about him.
Right. It is biography, early life, Joseph Allard were Ilium 75 and baptized on
Was he born? So back then, you didn't have birth certificates. He had a baptism certificate. So he was born in April, but baptized in May. So you have records. You have records of his baptism, not of his birth. And he was born in London.
Yeah, he was born in Maiden Lane, Coven, Arden in London.
Give me the third paragraph around 1786.
Around 1786.
So around 1786, he moved from London and he went to another town. And this is where he got famous. This is where he got inspiration. It's like I was saying earlier, a man might be born somewhere, but a man might grow up somewhere else. And where he grows up, that's what he becomes famous for. You get me? Like Tupac is a West Coast rapper, but wasn't born in the West Coast. He was born in the East Coast, but he got famous in the West, so he's known for that. This man was famous for being big in another city. Keep it in.
Yeah. Was sent to Margate.
Sent to where?
Margate.
So this man was sent to Margate. Click on the word Margate for me. Don't click on it, just hover over it.
Margate.
Wait. What's that in Margate right there? No, what's the picture of?
A tower.
That tower is famous in Margate, man. That's the tower on the £20 note, man. Next to this man's face. Birmingham is known for what? Famous for what? The bull, man. Famous for the bull ring. London is famous for what? The Big Ben. You know, Liverpool is known for the docks, man. And guess what? This man was born in Margate. Rich in Margate. Put Margate on the map, man. So by his face, they put what? They put the watchtower, man. That's what it was. It wasn't a 5G tower, man. It wasn't a radio tower. Suck it, you mean?
Nah, so then that means when the guys on the video talking deep, they got the sound and this and that. If you just done some research on whose face was on the £20 note, it would have had his answer.
The wickedest thing is typing £20 note Italia. It's the new £20 note. It said typing features of £20 note Italia. James W. This has the monument, has the national monument of Margate, the light tower. Right, it's right there, man. Margate is known for two. You can look it up. Margate is known for two things this year, and it's what's it called? Light tower. What's it called? Lighthouse. Has a lighthouse as well, man. And that's what it was. Those things around that pole wasn't rays, man. It was light rays. Have you heard of sun rays? You know, light travels in straight lines. That's what it was. A lighthouse, man. Click on Margate real quick. Let me show you.
Right, we got Margate. Margate is a seaside town in Thanet, Kent.
If you don't believe, listen, conspiracy theorists that want to smoke weed there know it all. Listen, all you need is a sat nav, man. When the lockdown's over, all you got to do is the postcode here. Scroll down a bit. That's all you got to do, man. It's not me making this up, man. All you got to do is type in TR3. The postcode right there.
TR, I don't know. It's Kent.
It's Kent side. It's CT9. Type in CT9, man. You see it right there. It's not a 5G tower, man. It's a lighthouse, man. On top of this clock is a light on there. That's what the rays were. Have you ever, you know, you ever seen a picture of a saint and around their head they have a glow? It's meant to light, man. And around that lighthouse, them rays, it was circles. It wasn't radiation rays. It was sun rays, man. It was light. Salakia, QED. Sorry, we're saying sorry.
I was saying I've also been there too. I've been to Canterbury loads of times and I've seen that as well.
Salakia, I dropped that. Give me go down a bit. Sorry. A bit more. Type in the Margate. So I might make it up. Remember this man from Margate. Type in the Margate lighthouse. Remember this man. You want to talk about coincidence? Let's talk about coincidence then. Why is JMW Turner on the note and next to him is a lighthouse? Why is JMW Turner from Margate and Margate's known for a lighthouse? That's a real coincidence, man. Think about that, man. Don't overthink and look at sun rays and 5G, man. Got nothing to do with it, man. This man come from Margate, and guess what? Margate is known for having a lighthouse, man. Just like Brum is known for the bull and the bull ring. Just like, you know, New York is known for what? The Twin Towers, and what's known for the Empire State Building and the Rockefeller Building. And California is known for CBS and Venice Beach and so forth, man. That's all it was, a landmark, man. There you go. So like you put the camera on there real quick. if you could. There you go, man. Look, the man's from Margate, yeah? What does it say? Margate Lighthouse, man. Well, I saw the 20 pound up was this. It was a 5G tower, man. Look, lights give off rays, man. It wasn't radiation. It wasn't no corona. It wasn't no, radiation killing trees. All it was light, man. That's all it is, man. Just stop it, man. Start listening to these people. I know it sounds deep. I know it sounds raw. It's all lies, man. It's all lies, man. Coronavirus comes from eating bats, man. It's like that's 12. Give me the next one. What's the next one? Is that it? Give me the what's the next one now? Close that for me. Close it. All right, give me North Korea real quick. Okay, so in North Korea, there's no case of coronavirus. Now I know what people are gonna say. Well, because in North Korea they ain't got 5G, which is true. In North Korea they don't have 5G. Kim Jong-un, he didn't want 5G in there, and apparently there's no case of corona. People say it's skeptical. People say I think he's lying, but we just go by what's in the books. So we'll see.
Right, from the BBC.co.uk news, coronavirus, North Korea claims to be totally free of virus.
So North Korea, they claim that they're totally free of the virus. No cases in the country. No cases, no deaths of coronavirus. And people say, yeah, but see, they got no, the reason is they got no 5G. They didn't accept it, man. But then this is the problem, though. South Korea got 5G. Now, signals don't respect borders. You know what I mean? Like, signals, South Korea is connected to North Korea. That's like saying Scotland don't have 5G, but England does. So therefore, Scotland got no cases. Radiation signals don't respect borders. Radiation signals don't stop at a wall. Radiation signals don't stop at the border. They don't stop on the motorway and go, stop here, man. It goes over, man. And this article is about to explain why they don't have no corona in North Korea, man. And it's not because of 5G, because South Korea got 5G. South Korea has it, and North Korea and South Korea is one landmass. There ain't no water part in them. There ain't no water part in them. There ain't no, no bridge part in them. It's one landmass. And this is why they don't have it in North Korea, read.
North Korea claims that not a single person in the country has been infected with the coronavirus.
So again, some people say it's lies, some say it's true. Who cares? We go by what's in the books. North Korea has no corona victims in their country. We done?
Is facing growing skepticism.
So people skeptics like, I don't believe that, man. How can a country have none? Keep it in.
It has credited strict containment.
So what?
Strict containment.
So North Korea beat the coronavirus by having strict containment, man. By containing people in the house, cutting off their borders, cutting off their trading supplies. That's how it stopped, man. So it couldn't have, North Korea fought the coronavirus by isolating. It don't matter how much you isolate, man, the rays are going to catch you. So it can't be the 5G. If 5G was the case, then North Korea would have it. That means if you still isolate, you're still going to get it, because rays can travel through the wall, can travel through your house. But they got it not by interacting with other countries, man. Meaning the virus that's spreading is a virus, something contagious, man. So it can't be radioactive ways, man. It's something that you can catch by a cough, something that is in the air, something that you can catch, something that is airborne, man. And North Korea beat it by containing the country, by locking it down, man. Keep it in.
And the shutting down of its orders.
And the what?
Shutting down of its orders.
And North Korea has 0 case of corona. Why? Because they shut down their borders, man. People from other countries with corona couldn't come in. People with corona couldn't come out. Food with corona on it couldn't come in. Items and goods with corona couldn't come in. And that's how they beat corona, man. They beat it just like that. It had nothing to do with 5G. They beat it by what? Locking down their borders, man. Isolated, man. Keeping everyone in their house, man. And that's how you beat a virus. Radioactive waves ain't a virus. Radioactive waves you can't catch from somebody, man. But North Korea beat it by doing that, man. Black man, listen to the Bible. But the Bible's a simple book, man. The Bible's simple. It's a simple book. The Bible's what? By the simplicity of following the Lord. Simple as that, man. Don't make it difficult, man. Always conspiracy theorists and because this happened and that happened. It's simple. Listen, even if it was true, man, guess what? You're still gonna die, man. You know why? Because you're not following the Most High, man. Even if it was true in the 5G and Tupac is alive and all this knowledge, so-called knowledge about Baphomet and trying to keep the numbers down, you're still gonna die, man. Because you don't know what really matters, man. You know all this about the Illuminati and blah, 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 but you don't know the Bible, man. You don't know what to even eat. You don't know how to live your life, man. You know how to conduct your life, how to conduct yourself. That's why we're getting locked up so much. We know so much, yet we're in prison. We know so much, yet we're you know, number one in jail, number one filed, number one unemployed, man. Chinese man don't conspiracies, but they're doing better than us, man. In every city in England, sort of Chinatown, a Chinese man can come to England, not speak English, man. He'll get a job in Chinatown over you, and you speak English. You hand out 10 CVs in Chinatown, and you don't get no job. A Chinese man straight from China will get a job, man. You know what I mean? You're living in England your whole life, man. Can't get a break, man. A Chinese man comes to England, he's guaranteed a job, man. He can put food in his pocket, feed his kids, man. And with all this going on, you're worried about 5G, man. Someone might say, you know what, allow 5G. Let's start a black business, man. You know what I mean? Or what's going on in the world? I went to Russell's one time and I saw an Indian man behind the counter and I thought, wow, what all these black women pushing the pram by themselves, man. On the bus, logging, and you saw that and said, yeah, I'm gonna hide this Indian man right here. I thought, whoa, we need to think about that, man. Allow 5G for now. Let's worry about the smaller stuff that matters, man. Them smaller stuff that matters. The Indian man don't need a black man's help. The Indian man got his brothers and his cousins that work in the off license, the petrol station, news agents, you know, all the mechanics. They own everything, man. And a black man saw that, all the struggle. The black man saw a black man on the park bench with a lager in his hand. He saw the black woman is a single parent home. The black man that just come out of prison and can't get a job, man. Which is crazy. You come out of prison, you go to job center and say, you must find a job, man. Else you're violating your probation, you go back in, man. You can't get no job. And the black man saw all that and said, I'm not going to hire the black man that can't get a job fresh out of prison. Damn near Tesco won't employ him. You know what I mean? I'm not going to hire a black woman who ain't got no man in the house, got no money. I'm not going to hire a black man that needs to clean up his life, you know, as a weed head is on the park bench. I'm going to hire the Indian man that don't need my help, man. We need to think about that, man. Allow 5G, man. Allow the conspiracy. Just think about the simple stuff like loving our own, man. That's what we need to focus on. How is it in Aston, a black man can't even walk around freely without getting mugged? But every time there's a villain match, they walk around freely, man, with their kids. No one harms them. But meanwhile, me who lives in Aston, I'm saying my son, yo, listen, don't go that way, man. Don't go in the underground tunnel, man. It's dangerous, man. But white man walks with his kids, man. Parks his cars on the curb and everything, and he don't worry about his car getting broken into. He don't worry about his kids dying. And walk through one of the areas in Birmingham, one of the most notorious areas in Birmingham, man, known for gangs and guns and all sorts, and he walks freely and enjoys a good game with his children, then goes home and talks about it, man. I think we need to focus on that, man. Allow 5G for now. Let's not worry about that. Is that too much? You know what? We gotta be deep and listen. You got ears to hear, let them hear. Look at that, man. And the light and the this and the gym and that. Come on, man. How about we love our people, man? How about we hire our people first? Everyone else is doing it. The Chinese are doing it. Is it too much just to do that? Let's start with that first, man. Let's allow the population controlled. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, Tupac's dead. Elvis is dead. The HARP system don't exist. You know what I mean? Bin Laden did the 9/11. Let's allow the conspiracies. Well, what's the other ones now? Suge Knight didn't kill Tupac. What's some more conspiracies now to say, man? Beyonce's daughter is her daughter, man. Come on, man. She did. What did they say? Blue Ivy wasn't really in there, man. She got it genetic. Come on, man. The presidents of the United States, you know, they're not blue bloods and reptiles. You know what I mean? What's the other one trying to do? All that garbage anyway, man. And let's just love black people, man. Is that too much? Because the Chinese ain't concerned with conspiracy theories, but yet they're doing way better than us. The Indian man ain't concerned about conspiracy theories, yet he's doing way better than us, man. So I think we might want to start that. And allow the videos and look at that, man. Look at that tree. Look at that tree, man. Look at destroy the tree, half a tree, not even the whole tree, man. If the whole tree was destroyed, if 5 trees in a row, if every tree in a 5-mile radius was destroyed, then maybe I have a point. I'm like, yeah, man, it's kind of bad, man. It's half a tree. Come on, man. It's like the other one.
Nah, and it's funny because it shows that what you want to believe, you really would. Because he's looking at on the note saying, look at that, the tower and radiation. And if he just took some time out of his busy life,
just read it.
Just to research it.
Listen, go on £20 note features. They tell you, they go, this new £20 note has this guy in it, blah, blah, blah. It's listed on it. It has apparently on the £20 note, a lot of people don't know, we got Braille on there as well for people that can't see. So all the features are on there, man. Just read, man. The man's name is under his picture. It's under his silhouette, man. His signature's even there as well. So all you gotta do is read about it, man. Charles Darwin was on the old £10 note. I think Winston Churchill is on the £5 note. And guess what? The £5 note has a picture of a germ also, man. This is way before 5G, way before 5G was even launched, man. I remember 3 Passovers ago, I was showing Captain Carter's the new £5 note, man, way before 5G was even out. So come on, man, stop being ridiculous, man. Give me wild shot for me now. Give me Amos 3 and 6. Actually, no, hold up. Give me Sweden. What about Sweden? So Sweden's a country that don't have no 5G. Let's read about Sweden. Everyone talking garbage. Not one of them's a scholar. Everyone saying because this the radio waves and blah blah blah. I'm saying, oh shit. So you're like what? You're like a rocket scientist? No. Why are you? I'm sorry. I'm just stay at home mom. Like, oh, okay. So no, the radio waves they go in your brain. They're like, oh shit. So what are you? You're a scientist? No. I well all day. Like, everyone's an expert because they go on the internet, man. I work with doctors and doctors say they're sick of it now. They're saying every time a patient comes to them, they go on the internet. What they call it? Self-diagnosing, they call it. Everyone knows what's wrong with them. Everyone goes, headache. And they go, oh shit, doctor, I got that. I know I got cancer. Listen. Because they said if you have a sharp headache in the right side of your brain, I got that. And because of the internet now, everyone's a scholar. Everyone knows everything. Everyone's a genius, man. All you got to just read a £20 note, man. Say, listen, this is the guy who is, man. The city the guy comes from is known for having a lighthouse, man. From Margate, there's certain type in Margate, lighthouse is there, man. You know what I mean? Light creates a glow, which happens to be a circle. It's not a radio wave, man. It's not radioactive. That's all it is, man. Radiation don't cause germs, man. Radiation might give you a fever. It might give you a fever. It might give you a headache, man. Radiation tends to give people cancer as well, man. But radiation don't give you contagious disease, man. That's like me burning you with a lighter, and now you come close to me. That burns you as well, man. So that's what radiation is, a burn. Radiation burns, man. It's nothing contagious. It does give fever, yeah. It does give fever, but not a fever that you can catch. And corona is something that you can catch. Hence the lockdown, man. Hence isolation, man. Hence why. And people, one girl goes, no. I don't. They're making you think it's something you can catch. It's not. It's just a thingy. So if nothing you can catch, then so corona is nothing you can catch. No, it's the radio waves hitting people, giving them certain symptoms. That's why some people have it, some people don't. So nothing you can catch. Why did Idris Elba have coronavirus, and then the next week his wife had coronavirus? You know why his wife got it? Because she caught it from him, man. It's something you can catch, man. Google it, man. Idris Elba had coronavirus, and he was in the camera, and for some reason, I don't know why his wife was all up in his face like this. And you can Google it, man. His wife got it too, man. In fact, Google that, man, because it might feel like making it up. Google Idris Elba's wife, man. It is something viral, man. It's not radio waves. Type them in, man. I don't want to get questions on my phone later on, you know. This is the right time to do it right now. Shalom to the boys from what? North London. Take your time.
The mirror.
Take your phone if it's too slow.
Hold up, UK. Idris Elba wife confesses why she purposely got coronavirus during outbreak.
So listen, Idris Elba's wife loved Idris so much. When she found out he got coronavirus, she was close to him to purposely catch corona, man. It wasn't radio waves. Radio waves, if it was radio waves, some people get it. Listen, your whole household would get it, man, if you got it. That's a contagious disease right there, man. That's bacteria right there, man. And like anyone that studies what science, bacteria got one job, which is to spread and to grow and to grow and to grow. That's what your job is to do. That's why if you got moldy bread, you start off with little mold. You said that on mold on bread. What happens, man? Give it a week. The whole bread is moldy, man. That's what it does. It spreads, man. That's why people put bread in the freezer to stop the mold at that stage, so it can't grow. And this woman got it from a man who had it also, man. Read that for me.
Right. Idris Elba's wife, Sabrina, has confessed she purposely caught coronavirus from her husband.
So she purposely, hold on. This woman purposely, intentionally got coronavirus. Now, how did she purposely get coronavirus? By turning on the 5G. We're gonna read that. Listen, we're gonna read how she purposely got coronavirus. Let's see if she goes, I wanted coronavirus so bad. So you know what I did? I hugged that 5G pole, man. I drove to Aston, what's it, by Birch Road, and I climbed the 5G pole, man. How did she purposely get coronavirus? We done.
Luther actor.
No. Again, from the top.
Idris Elba's wife, Sabrina, has confessed she purposely.
We done.
Caught coronavirus.
Purposely got coronavirus, intentionally did it on purpose. We done?
From her husband.
From her husband, not from the 5G tower, not from a 5G. How you pronounce it? Huawei phone. She got it by purposely being close to her husband. So it is a viral disease, man. It is a contagious disease. It is airborne, man. It's something you can catch by coughing on somebody. It's something you can catch by sneezing on somebody. It's something you can catch by being close to someone who has COVID-19, man. It is not radioactive waves. This woman got it, man. She's living proof, and she got it not by hugging a 5G pole, man. Not by going to South Korea and hugging a 5G pole, man. She got it by being close to her husband. That's how she got it, man. So, damn, keep reading.
The UFA actor Idris revealed he had been positive COVID-19 last week. The
actor confirmed that he was positive for COVID-19. You can do the test. I feel like it's pizza, you know, it's like £300, isn't it?
Yes,
about £300 for a swab. And this man is a millionaire, so £300 nothing to him. Went and got the swab, and he came back that he was COVID-19 positive. He had no major symptoms, but in COVID-19 nonetheless. We done?
Despite not showing any symptoms.
So he had no symptoms. He didn't have the fever that people have. He didn't have, the taste buds that people lose out on. Didn't have none of that. But nonetheless, he had COVID-19. Keep reading.
The 47-year-old British actor is understood to have caught the bug while attending an event in London. So he caught the bug too? So it is contagious, man. He caught it too. He was in an event at London and caught the bug. She went close to her husband who had the bug. Now she got the bug, man. That's what you call contagious, man. That's what you call a plague, man. It got nothing to do with radio waves, man. If it was radio waves, some people have it, some people wouldn't. If it was radio waves, you couldn't choose. You couldn't purposely get it. You can't tell radio waves to attack you, man. You can't tell radiation to attack you, man. But you can purposely get COVID-19 if you're close to someone who has COVID-19, man. Damn, keep reading. In an event in London with the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau's wife. So seeing as you love everything you see on the internet and you believe everything you see on the internet, why don't you believe this, man? I don't understand. Why want to pick and choose what you believe on the internet? Some weedhead comes on the internet with a £20 note and you say, I don't know what his credentials are. I don't know what his prowess is, but he said all who can hear must hear, man. So he must be right. But Idris Elba, he's also celebrity. Why do you want to hear him, man? Why don't listen to him? That's also on the internet too, man. People want to pick and choose what they want to believe, man. Keep it in. Who also contracted the virus, and Lewis Hamilton, who had 29-year-old Sabrina Dowry. Another thing as well, just so you know, it's not from the 5G towers. If you got coronavirus, what did they tell you to do? Coronavirus, self-isolated, and they're better now, man. Now, they're self-isolated for 2 weeks. Now, the flu was gone in 2 weeks, man. But guess what was still there after the 2 weeks? Everyone know? The 5G is still there, man. So why she ain't still got it, man? I personally know somebody in Bristol that had corona, man. And it was down. The young though was down and out, man. Had all the symptoms, was out for 2 weeks. Their mom had to knock on their door, leaving food and cut, man. And she's better now, man. She's better. The virus is gone, but guess what's still here? After 2 weeks, 5G's still here, man. Why ain't she still sick? She should still be sick, man. When you're in contact with anyone with corona or you have corona, they tell you to self-isolate for 2 weeks, man. But ain't 5G still going to be here? How can you get better from a disease caused by radiation if the radiation still there and still there and still there? You can't get better, man. You know why? Because not the 5G, man. So like, I didn't feel that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like in a normal atmosphere, someone would have the common sense to know radiation can't spread a virus. Like it's something people know, but because people stay behind it so much and they go, look, it's a 5G internet. People are losing common sense and believing something that in a normal environment where there isn't a epidemic, they wouldn't believe it.
And the wickedest thing is, radiation has been known for years to cause cancer, man. In Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when they let off the nuclear bomb, the radiation caused what? Cancer, man. All the conspiracy theorists who crying about the microwave, what did they all say? I don't use the microwave. Why? Because it causes cancer, man. When you go to have an X-ray, the nurse leaves the room. Why? Because she don't want cancer, man. All of a sudden, the X-ray don't give cancer no more. Not one of these 3,000 deaths in England had cancer. Not one of them did, man. They all died of fever, tightness of breath, pneumonia. Not one of them had cancer, man. When did it change? When did radiation all of a sudden don't give cancer no more, man? Radiation has been known for giving people cancer, man. Everyone knows that. They don't want radiation in the body. And what they tell you? Yo, the radiation kills the food, man. It can cause cancer, man. The radiation causes cancer. Everyone knows that, man. I'm lying. Have you ever heard that? Don't put your phone to your brain because excuse me, man. It gives flu symptoms. Gives you a cough and a fever, man. Don't be so ridiculous, man. Hey, drop that. Give me A-minus 3 and 6. Any more on that? Yeah.
A-minus 3 and 6.
Let me get the visual. You can never find Amos. Go on, give me. Okay, I can't find him. Just... Any question online, real quick? While
Not yet.
Go on then. To do 5.
Amos 3 and 5.
Okay.
Amos 3 and 5. Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth?
And a snare is what? A trap. So can a bird fall into a trap upon the earth? The Lord basically, this is the Lord saying how, I run things, man. Nothing can happen without me knowing. A bird can't even die. A bird can't fall in a trap unless I give the okay, man. I do this, man. Keep reading.
Where no gin is for him.
Keep reading.
Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have nothing taken, nothing at all?
Keep going.
Trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid.
And the Lord saying, can a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not afraid, man? A trumpet today is like it's like a smoke alarm going off. Can smoke alarm go off and no one is scared? Everyone's like, yo, I'm getting out of here, man. Back then, a trumpet will blow in the city to let people know, listen, trouble's coming. Everyone will be running up in arms, getting their swords, or women probably getting out of there, kids probably getting out of there, men getting their swords to fight. The Lord saying, can a trumpet be blown in the city and everyone not scared? And that's what's going on right now. A trumpet's blown. The Lord telling you, man, coronavirus is for disobeying God, man. Everyone have the fear of God in them right now. Everyone should be saying, you know what? I'm not eating no more bat, man. But guess what? No one ain't got that fear no more, man. The trumpet's being blown. 3,000 deaths in England. That's a trumpet being blown, but no one's afraid. A trumpet's blown in the city and no one's afraid. Because you know why? Everyone thinks it's 5G. Everyone thinks as long as I burn on these towers, I'm good, man. Even if it was 5G, 5G will kill everybody. What can you do about it, man? What can you do about it but make a YouTube video, man? What can you do about it but take a £20 note and, break it down wrong? What can you do about it but look at a tree and say, look at this guy? You can't do nothing about it, man. In the Bible, got the solution how to come out of this, man. This is what you should be learning. Not learning no YouTube video, man. All this knowledge about you. And yet, if I tell you, so what we're going to do then? Look, so if I listen to you and you're like, listen, look, they're going to kill us and they're going to make more 5G. I'm like, oh my God, it's terrible. Oh my, and what? More 5G and radiation? Oh my God. So what we're going to do? Oh no. So why should I listen to you, man? I come to the I.S.U.P.K. You know why? Because I.S.U.P.K. got the solutions, man.
Right.
We tell you what to do, man. We tell you how to beat 5G. How is it you got all this, but you got the solution, man? Oh my God, and the population control and this, that, and they kill big and Tupac and they're running planes into buildings and they got the HARP system, HARP, man, and they shoot this to the atmosphere and they want to kill us all. Oh, it's crazy, man. And the vaccines are like, oh shit, that's oh man, that's terrible. Really? And the radio waves and oh shit. So what do we do? I don't know, smoke this weed right now, man. Let's hope for the best, man. Oh no. Let's go check these whores real quick, man. I got a clue. Oh no, but I know what they're doing though. You think they're smart, man. Yo, I'm woke. I'm woke, man. Yeah, you're woke. So what do we do then? You're so woke, what do we do? Oh no, let's burn down this one 5G tower and leave the rest of 100,000 lying around, man. Let's burn it down. Let's burn down this 5G tower that's made out of metal that conducts heat, and even though we burn it, it won't be destroyed. What they gotta do is put the fire out and just wipe the soot off it, and it's still transmitting radio waves. Okay, then they ain't got no idea. They got no clue, man. The I.S.U.P.K. we got the solutions, man. And what solutions serving the Most High, man? Keep reading.
Shall there be evil in a city?
And the Lord said, shall there be evil in a city? What's evil, man? What's evil? What does it mean by evil in a city? What's the evil in the city that's happening right now, man? The evil's like the deaths that happen, the people that die, the gun crime and knife crime. That's the evil in the city, man. And right now it's what, coronavirus. Can it be evil in the city? Can it be what, 700 people dying in one day? Can it be 3,000 deaths in England in a month? Can these evil things happen? And what?
And the Lord have not done it.
Can that happen? Can these things happen and God didn't do it? Black man, God did this, man. This ain't no 5G, man. This ain't no conspiracy. Ain't no spook. God did this. God said, can so much people die? Can a big evil be in the earth and God ain't responsible? God's responsible for it, man. God's responsible why 99 million black people died in slavery, man. God's responsible for 77 million Native American Indians dead, man. God also is responsible for the earthquake in Haiti that killed 500,000 people in 30 seconds, man. And guess what? God's also responsible for 1 million people that are going to lose their life in 2020 due to the coronavirus, man. God said, can anything big like this happen? Can any evil like this happen? And I'm not responsible.
And the Lord have not done it.
Lord, that's the question. Saying, can a big evil like this happen in the city? And I'm not involved. So you mean to tell me slavery happened, black man was lynched, raped, bellies cut off, and babies alligator bait hanged, and God had nothing to do with it. He didn't see this. Slavery? Oh, slavery in the Bible, man. What? Slavery was so big. In slavery, they threw so much black people overboard that sharks follow that route to this day, man. Sharks follow the boat so much. To this day, sharks follow that route, man. Black men were thrown overboard so much that we changed the force of nature, man. And God didn't know nothing about this. God's all-knowing and almighty. He know this. That black people put in slavery and chains and beat and whipped and not know where they come from, castrated, used as alligator bait, man. Black men made cocaine for free, man. After that, now black men are on drugs and poor and black crime, crack cocaine, police brutality, and God knows nothing about this. 1 million suspected deaths in 2020, and God knows. There's no point in me going to your church then. If this ain't mentioned in your Bible nowhere at all, that I can't serve your God, man. I can't be in that church, man. How can all these black people know? I was talking about Jesus and let's bang his tambourine, man. What ear? You know what I mean? Hold this. Let's bang his tambourine. And for that reason, I can't serve your God, man. He ain't the all-knowing. For that reason, when you say Allah's the all-merciful and all-knowing, okay, so what's slavery in the Bible? It's not in there. 77 million Native Americans dead. 99 million black people dead. And Allah don't speak about this. It can't be God then, man. I'm sorry. How could something so big happen? How could Allah talk about dying and go to heaven and this and the clouds and this? And meanwhile, on his earth, a race of people's wiped out, man. And even after slavery, they still don't know where they come from. They're still on drugs. They're still on the bottom. They still kill each other, black on black crime. And your Quran don't speak about this. Then your God can't be the all-knowing, man. Because guess what? I the all-knowing. I'm not the all-knowing. And even I know black people suffer, man. Even I know black people are on drugs, man. Even I know black on black crime through the roof. Even I know the unemployment rate, the employment rate in the black community is through the roof. Even I know that the AIDS rate in the black community is through the roof. And I ain't God, man. I ain't all-knowing, man. If your God know that, for that reason, I can't serve him, man. So like the other one, for that reason, I can't go to no mosque, man. I can't serve your God. Your God don't like black people, man. Therefore, I can't serve him. How can black people be dying and your God don't speak about it, man? He must say black people, man. Why in your church there's a picture of a white man on the wall and white angels and white this and white that, but when I talk about black people, nothing black, man. Nothing about black people. God knows nothing about black people. Suffrage to black people. Don't have to fix black people. I think your God just must not like black people, man. That's what it must be. I can't think of no other way, man. Read that again.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
And can it be even a city and God didn't do it? God did do it, man. It's called a rhetorical question. It's a question that don't require an answer. God did do it, man. God did do coronavirus, man. God's the reason why 700 people died last night. It's like 400, 700 people died the night before, and then 500 died the night before that, and then 400 died the night before that, man. God's the reason why you're on lockdown. God's the reason why you can't find bog roll anywhere, man. God's the reason why you stayed up in your house and you're scared and all the old people are dropping out. Why? Because we got to serve the Lord, man. This is a warning shot, man. You meant to hear this and go, you know what? I'm serving the Most High, man. You meant to hear this and say, you know, I'm stopping that weed, man. You know, I'm stopping sleeping around with these whores, man. I'm stopping buying escorts and this and that, man. I ain't getting no more tattoos, man. That's what you're supposed to do. But nah, man, we rather give credit to what? Conspiracy theorists, man. A regular man who ain't a prophet of God, man, won't listen to him. A regular man that ain't made the sacrifice that we've made, man. A man that probably robs people and does what he wants, has sex with what he wants, and, you know, eats what he wants and molests children. But hey, he's deep, man. He brought in his 20 pound note. Let's all follow him, man. Drop that. Give me Isaiah 66 and 16. What's the other one about Corona? What is it? Oh, the 5G is killing birds or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Look, man, this just the other day, man. I saw bird shit all on the floor, man. There's birds somewhere. I saw bird shit everywhere, man. So I wish the birds were dead. I saw pigeon shit everywhere, man. If you're from you're from Brum and you live in a place, or you're from East London, and you know there's Pakistanis everywhere. For some reason, Pakistanis like to feed the birds. You noticed it, and you see birds just chomping down chapati and so forth, man. It so happened where I live, I get that. And I wish God would kill some of these pigeons, man. Pigeons everywhere, man. In Brum, there's something called Pigeon Park, man. The pigeons everywhere. I wish 5G will kill some of these birds, man. 5G ain't killing no birds, man. Man, you know there's no birds around, you know. I wish Pigeon Park is not even called Pigeon Park. It's a slang that people call it so long that now it be called Pigeon Park for so long. It's officially called Pigeon Park now, man. You know, like in Brum, it's called the Ramp. Everyone knows that's the Ramp, even though it's not called that. And Pigeon Park's known for pigeons, man. And I wish the Lord would kill some of these pigeons, man. I'm tired of walking. Even walking and pigeons are bright too, man. They won't even move. Like, I wonder if this pigeon gonna walk into, man. I wish the Lord will kill some of these pigeons. They're everywhere. 5G ain't killing no birds, man. It's all in your mind, man. It's all in your mind, man. Chuck, that's like the other one.
Now, with the video I seen, the guy didn't show no dead birds. He's in his car with the camera on him. I'm driving. I've seen lots of dead birds. It's the 5G internet. Where's the proof? Like,
listen.
On you, like.
5G is all over England. I've yet to be going to my slavery, stepping over birds, man. I'm dead serious. I've yet to go to my slavery. Like, yo, birds everywhere, man. Where are these birds, man? I see them. Where are these birds, man? I still see them on the road eating chicken and chips, man. You know, plucking everywhere. I still see them everywhere. Where are these pigeons, man? The Indian man seems to find them. The Indian man's feeding them chapatis and stuff, man. Any food that Indians, like, for some reason, don't like to throw away food, so they give it to the birds. So how is it the Indian man's finding loads of birds, man, but 5G can't find them? How did the radio waves that's all up in the sky send that signals can't find his birds, man? But meanwhile, Mr. Patel from Aston can find them, man. Mr. Patel giving him his yesterday's food, man. I don't think 5G killing these birds. That's what I'm saying. You went slavery today? Were you stepping over birds? And where are they, man? You drive on the motorway, man. Where were all these birds on the motorway? Loads of them just covering the road. Where were they, man? You went city to city to city, and in all these cities that you're passionate, see no birds on the floor. Because all lies, man. And sometimes you can love a lie so much that it starts to make sense to you. Like, yeah, man, deep, man. Someone break it down to you and like, wow. Listen, I've heard it all, man. In the Bible, it said that Jonah was swallowed by what? A whale. And I remember, here comes Mr. Conspiracy Theorist. Yo, listen, a whale can't swallow nothing bigger than an orange, man. And everyone believes it, man. Yeah, the Bible must be false. Because, yeah, look, listen, that's scientific, man. That's garbage, man. Haven't anyone not seen National Geographic? Like, what do whales eat, man? If a whale can't swallow nothing bigger than an orange, then what's he eating? Something smaller than an orange. Yo, come on, man. You do know how food works, yeah? You eat food and it energizes your whole body. Hence why if you're a bigger person, you need more food. So how is a whale eating orange, man? A whale's the size of 6 double-decker buses, man. And he's eating something more than orange. And that's meant to fuel him and keep him nourished. And all right, cool. All right, then. I've seen what they eat. And whales eat large numbers of fish at one time. You ever seen a school of fish moving? A whale will open mouth and eat all of them. But everyone believes the conspiracy, man. See, the Bible's false because you can't do that, man. You just can't do that, man. Because all it takes is one man to say it, and then for that reason, everyone believes it, man. So lucky, man. Give me Isaiah 66 and 15.
Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with iron.
And this is talking about this is the Old Testament, man. Don't tell me the Old Testament don't count, man, because this ain't happened yet. The Lord didn't come back with fire, man, so it still stands. So the Lord shall come back with fire, man, means angry. The Lord ain't about all love, man. Jesus Christ ain't coming back to hug everyone, kiss everyone. I'm reading it right here, saying the Lord shall come back with fire, man, and fire burns, man. Fire don't feel good, man. This fire ain't to sit around a campfire, make marshmallows with. It's to burn people, to kill people, man. Jesus Christ is coming back with fire. Keep reading.
And with his chariots.
And with his chariots, what's chariots for, man? Chariots are to make war, man. But today you come out with what you call your air force and your tanks and so forth. Back then you come out with your chariots, man. And that's what Christ is coming back with his chariots, fire and chariots, man. So far they don't sound good to me. Fire and chariots sound like war to me. It's like, you know what I mean? It's with fire and with the army. Don't sound too good to me, man. And what else?
Like a whirlwind.
Like a whirlwind quickly, man. They're coming down quick, man. They're coming to make war. That's what Jesus Christ is coming back with, man. Keep reading.
To render his anger.
To render his what?
His anger.
Jesus Christ is angry. I went to church and they said Christ can't wait to come back and hug everyone and kiss everyone. And he got the whole world in his hands, and got you and me in his hands. Christ is angry, man. Come back angry, come back with fire. What else? Chariots, quick like a whirlwind, and they come to give out his anger, man. He's angry, man. Keep reading.
With fury.
With what?
Fury.
Fury, another word for anger again. Keep reading.
And his rebuke.
And his what? So luck, yeah. Another word for anger again, man. Rebuke, man. Keep reading.
With flames of fire.
Flames of fire, man. Fire ain't nice, man. Fire burns, man. Fire don't feel good, man. Keep reading.
For by fire and by his sword.
By what?
For by fire and by his sword.
So we got chariots, fire, sword, all things that people make war with, man. That's what Christ come back with. Not candy floss, not hugs, not kisses. Fire, chariots, and swords, man. That's what Christ is coming back with, man. Don't sound like a wonderful day to me, man. Now let's see who Christ is gonna kill with his fire, chariots, and swords, man. Keep reading.
Sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
And the Lord's gonna fight with all flesh, man. All flesh, Chinese flesh, black flesh, Polynesian flesh. You know what I mean? With this fire.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
But I thought Christ, the 10,000 in Italy, man, it's gonna be many. The people local is many people, man. Keep reading.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden.
And these are the people that Christ come to kill, man. Keep reading.
Behind one tree.
Keep reading.
In the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Swine's flesh.
And Christ come to kill people who eating swine's flesh. On his return, this ain't happened yet. So how is pig okay? How is no, pig's good. You guys pray over it, man. You guys no. I put vinegar in my pig. You know what I mean? I clean mine properly, man. How is pig cool, but Christ gonna kill people eating pig when he comes back, man? Someone explain that to me, man. Someone explain to me why you got jerk pork, man. Someone explain to me why you got what's it called, stew, the pigtail in the stew. Yeah. Someone explain to me why you eating bacon sarnies, man. And you're a Christian talking about, nah, man, you can, man. Christ sanctified it. So then why is he gonna kill people on his return, man? Why is he angry for people eating this, man? Someone explain to me. Evidently, we pastors don't know the Bible, man. And this ain't happened yet. I thought Christ done away with the law. I thought Christ said anything's clean as long as you pray over it, man. So why would he kill you for eating it, man? Chris Rock said, listen, I don't think God's gonna kill me for my diet. I'm a good person. I think he will, man. According to the Bible, he will. I might be funny, he will though, man. You mean tell me I'm a good person? Listen, I'm a good person. I help people out, man. And just because I eat pork, I must die. The Bible says so, yeah. If you call yourself a Christian, you read the Bible then, yeah? If you don't believe in the Bible, then, by all means, do what you want, man. But if you believe in the Bible, you might want to take heed, man. You might want to take warning, man. The Bible says otherwise. Drop that. Oh, anymore? Yeah, keep going, actually.
And the abomination.
And the what?
And the abomination.
And the abominations. Anything that's unclean, man. Not just people eating the pig. Anyone eating the abomination. What's the abomination? The bat, man. The bat. The bat also in the wet market, man. What's called the wet market? The Wuhan wet market, man. And listen, they're getting punished now. Imagine I don't eat bat, yeah, and I still can get coronavirus, man. That goes to show. Listen, when you read the Bible is real science. In the Bible, it says how you can't eat something dead of itself. Man. People have to wonder why. Listen, the Lord knows what he's doing, man. Let him do his thing, man. He knows what he's doing. The Lord knew what it meant when he said, don't eat pig, man. He knew what it meant when he said, don't eat bat, man. We need to be curious to find out the hard way, man. We need to be curious and try it still. And now guess what? The whole earth under a pandemic lockdown, man. The Lord knows what he's talking about, man. Everyone wants to know why, but this what I don't understand why though, man. Listen, just follow the Most High, man. So all you gotta do, give me Exodus 9 and 14. How long I left now?
10 minutes.
All right, cool.
Exodus 9 and 14.
And on the flip side, who won it back soup anyway, man? Have you seen the back soup? You see the back? I saw a picture of the back. The fat's face, man. Looks, man. I couldn't do it. They look crony. Like I was saying, they cut it up now. I can say, well, you can't identify the pieces, the wing, everything, the fangs. Like, you want to eat that? And people's eating that with chopsticks, man. Whopping it up, man. Bat soup. Oh man, come on, man. Oh no, anyone that can eat that's crazy. I don't understand, but delicious. And now they got corona. But if you ever see the bat soup, if you ever saw it, man, I can't even eat okra because it's slimy. And meanwhile, the man eating bat soup, man. It's like you're done.
Exodus 9 and 14. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart and upon thy servants.
This is what the Lord said. Listen, the Lord speaking to what's his name, Pharaoh at this time, man. Listen, I'm gonna send a plague upon you, man, and your servants. The whole country, man. You know what I mean? At this time, we were slaves in Egypt, and the Lord sent plagues upon them, man. And this is why the Lord did it. You know what a plague is? A plague is a disease, man. A plague, Google it, look at the word plague. I ain't making it up. In fact, just do it now, actually, kill some time. The Lord said he's going to send plagues upon Egypt. And this, man, you don't your phone, no sweat. The Lord it's in Corona because I'm about to read what a plague is. The plague sounds just like Corona. Furthermore, this is in a regular Oxford dictionary, so you can look it up yourself. Read it for me if you got it.
Right, we got the definition of plague: a disease characterized by either.
No, read the first part. It's a contagious disease.
Plague, a contagious bacterial disease.
Sounds like coronavirus to me, man. The Lord said I caused plagues, and I read up what the definition of a word plague is, and it's a contagious. Contagious means you can catch it, it's airborne bacterial disease, man. And that's exactly what coronavirus is, man. Bacterial disease that spreads and spreads. That man, people cough, and the bacteria goes on your clothes or whatever, and that's how you get it too. That sounds like or something similar upon Egypt. Read it again.
And I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart.
The Lord shall send my plagues upon you and your servants, the whole house, the whole country, done.
And upon thy servants.
And upon the servants, man. Who the servants of Pharaoh? Like Pharaoh today will be Boris Johnson. And who the servants be? His MPs, mayors in charge and so forth, all the way down. And the Lord said he will send plagues upon all of Egypt and even their servants. Keep reading.
And upon thy people.
And upon their people, the whole race, man, the whole nationality, all the Egyptians, man, and all the white people, man. Keep reading.
That thou mayest know that there is none like me.
And this is why God does it, man. God does it because he wants to make everyone know that he did it, man. So that God's serious, man. Read it one more time.
For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart and upon thy servants and upon thy people, that thou mayest know.
And this is why God sends in plagues, man. He sends in plagues that the whole earth knows,
that there is none like me.
That there is none like the Most High, man. When you see 700 people dead in one day, you say, yes, God, man. But you see the whole earth locked down, the whole earth with face masks on, the whole earth with hand sanitizers, the whole earth crazy and locking the young and they're old, and no schools, EastEnders not running, Curry not running. You know, yo, God's not to be played with, man. This ain't no disease that locked down one household, just Aston, just Birmingham, just England, the whole globe, man. You know, listen, the Lord's not to be played with. I'm gonna stop eating this bat soup, man. I'm gonna start breaking his laws, man. That's why the Lord sends plagues, man. What God are you serving, man? This ain't the God, but the God of the Bible, though. The God in the Christian church, I don't know who he is. He ain't the God that I'm reading. The Lord said he will send a plague, so you know that, listen, there's nothing like him, man. He's not to be played with, man, not to be joked with, man. So I got the one. Frozen, yeah. Should be 12 still sometimes. It'll pick up in a minute.
We done?
Yeah.
None like me in all the earth. For now will I stretch out my hand that I may smite thee and thy people.
John, give me last one. You make Ecclesiastes 12:13.
Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Okay, so this is what it boils down to now, yeah? This is what life is all about, man. This is what it all boils down to. You're saying, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, man. You know what I mean? You can know about this and Baphomet and the secret symbols and what music and so forth and 5G and all that garbage there and the £20 note. But let's hear what it all boils down to, man. Let's see what a black man's supposed to do. Let's see what it all boils down to in the end. Keep reading.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
And that's what you're supposed to do, man. I don't care how much you know, how deep you are, how much Illuminati books you read. If you don't know God, you're gonna die, man. You and them books are gonna die together. You and your laptop will both die together. You die on your laptop researching Corona. You die of Corona with a £20 in your pocket, man. You know, you don't have no protection. This is what it all boils down to. I don't care what you know, what you think, you know. Overall, you meant to fear the Most High, man. You done?
And keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments, man. Don't talk about it like what the Christian church do. Don't think about it. Do it, man. If you don't eat pig, then you won't get high blood pressure, man. You won't get, you know, whatever comes with it. You don't get the gout and this. You don't eat bad. You don't get Corona, man. You don't smoke. You won't get cancer. You're not whoring around. You won't get AIDS, man. If you're not out there on the streets walking around half naked, then you don't have to worry about being raped, man. You know what I mean? If you're not selling drugs, you don't have to worry about going to prison, man. That's what we need to do, man. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, man. Don't worry about conspiracies. Don't worry about this, and that, man. They ain't saving nobody, man. I know people that's got books up to the roof about conspiracies, man, but yet can't do nothing about it, man. What good is that? You know, yeah, the government, yeah, put chemtrails in the air. Yeah, so what you gonna do? Nothing, man. Anyway, took a deep breath for them chemtrails in, man. You someone got to breathe it, man. I don't see you building some tank or something where you can filter it out, man. Do nothing about it, man. But what you meant to is follow the Most High, man. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's the coronavirus. That's the coronavirus cases in Sweden. 7,206, 477 deaths, 205 people recovered from it. And this is a country that don't have 5G, mind you. So if they don't have 5G, how did they get it? By people. Coronavirus. That's how they got it, man. Give me the last one. Give me next one is radiation harm children. And that's it. So all you gotta do is so you gotta type in this radiation harm children and just read it for me, please, real quick.
All right. Does harm children
when given
equal radiation doses.
So when given equal, meaning not higher, not less. If you give radiation to an elderly man, a young man, a woman, a child, you done?
The risk of children and adolescents are greater than for adults.
There you go, man. Come on, man. So what's that saying? What's that saying, other one? It's saying coronavirus ain't radiation poisoning because the risk of adults is more greater than children when it comes to coronavirus, but the risk of children is more when it comes to radiation. So radiation poisoning and corona can't be the same thing because coronavirus tends to leave children alone and kill adults, coronavirus tends to kill adults and leave children, but radiation tends to kill children. I've read it here, man. So the death of children is greater in radiation, man. But children tend to be fine when it comes to coronavirus, meaning what, man? It can't be the 5G, man. Simple as that. I'm making sense. The symptoms are different, man. But if they don't answer, you know what I mean? But so that's the class anyway. 5G does not cause coronavirus, man. Disobeying God causes. So with that, I'm gonna hand it over to priest and prophet of the captain of what should we have? 30,000?
No, 10,000.
10,000, and then that's the class.
That was a powerful class. Give Officer a clap with your hands.
No.
All right, we are the I.S.U.P.K.
So like if I may say, Jack the Black Ripper did, you know?
Really?
Like, yeah, it's unconfirmed yet, but we'll see what will come out later.
What did that?
Oh no, it's unconfirmed yet. Saying Black the Ripper's dead. So we'll see what's going on. All right, cool, man.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohanna. Rules for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After the 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means 10% of any increase you receive from the Lord. Priest fund, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation is the Passover, the date to be announced. All Akim and Akwaf, check the bulletin board in the hallway and check all I.S.U.P.K. social media as well, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. If anyone wants to become a trooper, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. So with that, I'm Madiam. I'm going to rise and face the east. All right, I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak Wavka, Taba'ah, Ratzazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Kawar, Hayah, Shemayim, Nafandanawa, Nakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawafnawa, Kabawafinawa, One say one. Above. Hawashinawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahafapara. I will Amen. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. And with that, we're going to give a teacher one courtesy salute. Alright, so men of Israel, I'm Madiam Shabbat, I'm Madiam, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Shabbat, Yad Yom Atah, class dismissed.
Yeah, I like it.